Well, I was trying to fall asleep, but then cops rolled in right outside my window, pull out a megaphone, and start screaming for a guy living up above me.
So police swarm a Tempe apartment complex looking for the guy who opened fire in a valley park. That complex is just off of ASU's campus, and this raid happened just hours before the first day of class.
Yeah, what a way to start a semester. Yeah. Many of the people who live there are students.
Yeah, police focused on one unit specifically where they believe the shooter was living. A half dozen other people who were inside ended up coming out screaming, and a witness says one person even had a baby.
They searched through the apartment, they searched through the dumpster. I think they were looking for a gun or something.
Here's the guy police arrested, Mark DeMass. He's been in trouble with the law before, and now police believe he shot a man and woman in what looks like a drug deal.
The shooting happened in the middle of the day on the perimeter of Evergreen Park in Mesa, and that led police to that complex in Tempe, where they arrested the suspect. ABC 15's Angie Holdsworth joining us now from the park with more on the concerns tonight. Angie?
Yeah, obviously that shooting is kind of an extreme example of crime here in this park, and residents say that they see crime here all the time, which is kind of sad because it's really a very nicely kept park. You have some nice children's equipment over there that would be very welcoming for families. Now, Mesa police tell me that this is a park of concern, and they have been watching this park and looking for issues here and other inner city parks for some time. Now, they say that because there has a large population around here, you have some homeless shelters around here, that sometimes they just have to keep an extra eye on it. Now, even this afternoon, we saw some officers coming through the park, talking to some of the folks here and kind of doing some community policing efforts.
We do everything we can. If you look at the parks around in Mesa, and in most cities these days, they've cut the greenery back, they've added lights, they've done things, you know, the whole community policing model. All that to make these parks safe for the people who do live there and who are good people and who are not selling drugs, who are not committing crimes. You know, that's what we try to do.
And police, obviously, if you see something going wrong in a park around you or somewhere nearby, they definitely need your help. You go ahead and call even a non-emergency number just if you're not so certain that there could be a problem. But really, when I talk to Mesa police, they say that when they looked at the calls for service in the area, they've actually seen some progress, and those calls have been actually on the decline. Back to you.
Yeah, it's great news. Angie, thank you. There have been several shootings at parks this year. In early June, there was a shooting at Desert West Park in Phoenix, and then 10 days later, also in Phoenix, shots were fired at Cortez Park. And in the Desert West Park shooting that I mentioned, 3 people were shot at the skate park after a fight escalated into gunshots. More than 20 shots, in fact, rang out. 2 shooters were killed along with another man. The following week at Cortez Park near 35th Avenue in Dunlap, a 27-year-old was shot and killed by a group of men. Investigators believe the victim met them to sell CDs or possibly a cell phone, but ended up getting into an argument instead.